So today we are going to discuss about our cell and molecular biology. In cell and molecular biology paper we have 2 credits. So one credit is dedicated for cell biology and second credit is dedicated for molecular biology. In molecular biology we up till have discussed DNA as our genetic material. In previous few lectures we have been discussing about how scientists have proved that DNA is genetic material. Then we have studied the DNA replication in bacteria. In bacteria, especially bacteria means in prokaryotes. This much we have studied. So in next concept in molecular biology we are going to study is these points we have studied. Today we are going to study about DNA replication in eukaryotes. So today's topic of discussion will be replication of DNA in eukaryotes. डस्टर कुठे गेला दुसरा चांगला डस्टर थँक्यू This is our topic of discussion today's lecture. In previous lecture we studied about prokaryotic DNA replication. For that we studied about model organism E. coli, which is nothing but bacteria. What do you mean by model organism? Model organism is that organism on which you can perform experiment. So for prokaryotic study we have E. coli as model organism. For eukaryotes you have to select one particular organism on which you can study your experiment. Eukaryotes are again you can say unicellular and multicellular. So according to your convenience you can select model organisms. In unicellular eukaryotes category generally people select yeast. In multicellular category again we have animals and plants. For animals we generally go for Drosophila. For plants we study about Arabidopsis thaliana. Why I am telling you this? Because this is something important. You have to remember model organisms on which you can perform experiment. There is no restriction to perform experiment molecular or physiological level on any organism, but it is your convenience to handle that organism. तुम्ही एक्सपेरिमेंट करताना कुठल्याही ऑर्गॅनिझम वरती करू शकता, पण तुम्ही लॉजिकल राहायला पाहिजे की आपल्याला रिझल्ट किती लवकर भेटतील वो. तर यीस्ट वरती रिझल्ट केले तर तुम्हाला एक्सपेरिमेंट केले तर लवकर रिझल्ट भेटणार आहेत ना. एलिफंटवर केलं तर काय होईल? It will take 40 years for maturation, then reproduction, then त्याच्या बेबीला 40 years लागणार मॅच्युरेशन. तुम्ही असाल का तोपर्यंत? यीस्टचं तुम्हाला 1 वीकमध्ये रिझल्ट भेटतील, बॅक्टेरियाचं तुम्हाला 4 दिवसात रिझल्ट भेटतील. म्हणजे मॉडेल ऑर्गॅनिझम शुड बी दॅट, शुड बी हँडी अँड शुड कंप्लीट इट्स लाईफ सायकल इन शॉर्ट पिरियड. ओके, सो वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट eukaryotes DNA replication. This DNA replication, eukaryotic DNA replication, is very much similar to prokaryotic replication, but many factors which are involved in this replication process have separate names. Their function will be same, but name will be different. Likewise, in eukaryote also there are various proteins who are involved in that function, but their name are different and they are very diverse. Eukaryotic DNA replication is far more complex as compared to prokaryotic DNA replication. I am telling you differences. As like prokaryotic DNA replication, eukaryotic DNA replication is also bidirectional. It takes place in two directions at one time. DNA replication in eukaryotic, as like prokaryote, happens at origin of replication. In prokaryotic case, you have only one ORI. In prokaryotes, you just have only one ORI at one time, origin of replication. From that point, always and always DNA replication starts. But in eukaryotes, in yellow color I am writing about eukaryotes. In eukaryotes, you have multiple ORI. Multiple ORI are there in case of eukaryotes. In prokaryotes, you have only one ORI. So eukaryotic DNA replication is more interesting as compared to prokaryotic replication because it takes place in 5 stages. Whose replication? Eukaryotic replication takes place in 5 stages. In prokaryotic DNA replication, you had only 3 stages. Which one? Yes, initiation. Yes, elongation and termination. Very good. In eukaryote, you have 5 stages. Additional to these 3 stages, they have pre-initiation. We will discuss each stage step by step manner. In today's lecture, I will be discussing about 2 stages, pre-initiation and initiation. Because it is very difficult to cover all stages at one lecture, it will be very inappropriate to teach all these stages at one time. फक्त घ्यायचे म्हणून घेऊन उपयोग नाही. Because you will come to know how all protein factors are very difficult to remember. Though they are acting there, out of 100%, you should be aware about at least 10% of factors who are actually involved here. कळलं मी काय म्हणलं? खूप काही येतात, त्यातलं 10% तुम्हाला ठेवायला. ते 10%तलं तुम्ही 5% लक्षात ठेवा कमीत कमी. So finally we have telomerase related reaction, which is 5th stage. We will discuss whenever it is necessary. I am telling you 5 stages are there. I will repeat once again whatever I have discussed here. We are going to discuss eukaryotic DNA replication, which takes place in 5 stages, which is bidirectional and takes place at multiple ORI regions. One another important difference is that bacterial DNA is circular. बॅक्टेरियाचा DNA गोल असतो. DNA इज लाईक दिस ओनली. तुम्ही समजून घ्या मला काय म्हणायचं आहे. Prokaryotic DNA replication, eukaryotic DNA replication. First and most important difference is that bacterial DNA is circular and eukaryotic DNA is linear. What do you mean by this circular and linear DNA? DNA structure will remain same in prokaryotic and eukaryotic, but their arrangement is different. म्हणजे काय, you have this DNA in prokaryote. Likewise, DNA will remain same in eukaryotic also. But if you notice, DNA is in circular fashion means what? अशा प्रकारे त्याचे अरेंजमेंट असणार आहे. Are you getting my point? So there is no free end in prokaryotes. It is complete a cycle tire like structure. And in eukaryote, you have this linear DNA, but in this fashion. So you have 2 ends. You have telomere in eukaryotes. You do not have telomere in prokaryotes. You can write these differences while writing about replication differences of prokaryote and eukaryote. So we do not have telomere, and yes, we have telomere. Then I said that one ORI is present in circular DNA. Only one ORI is there here. If this is ORI, that's enough. But in eukaryote, you have multiple ORI. You may have ORI here, and here also. Multiple ORI. Each ORI means क्या? Origin of replication. Point from where replication starts. So from ORI, both direction DNA replication takes place. So ORI इकडे पण replication होईल. So replication will take bidirectional way. In prokaryotes there are 3 stages in replication. In eukaryotes you have 5 stages in replication. Eukaryotic DNA replication takes place exclusively only at S phase of their cycle. Prokaryotic DNA replication do not have S phase like any organization or any phase like S phase. Why? Because prokaryotic cell, which is bacteria, lives for 20 minutes. So it has no time for separate stages. So you must have understood what I am trying to tell you, that S phase is one of the phase in cell cycle. So in eukaryotic cell we have DNA replication. This is very important point. In eukaryotic cell we have DNA replication. If this is cell cycle, where you have phases, this is one phase, second phase, third phase, and fourth phase. There are 4 phases in cell cycle. This is cell cycle. We have studied cell cycle. हो ना? विसरले लॉकडाउन मध्ये. So one parental cell get divided into 2 daughter cells. One parental cell divides into daughter cell. This division phase is known as M phase. M stands for mitosis. In this case, if one cell is giving 4 cells, then it will stand for meiosis. Doesn't matter mitosis or meiosis, it is known as M phase. M phase, where newly produced cells are there, these cells are not ready for DNA replication directly. These cells have to grow their size a little bit so they can perform other tasks. जन्म झाल्याने लगेच DNA replication start होत नाही, unlike bacteria. Bacteria मध्ये असं होतं. So this is your second phase, which is known as growth 1 phase, G1 phase. This is third phase where synthesis of DNA takes place, म्हणजेच DNA replication. Remember this is very important, where DNA replication takes place. This is not one cell. These are the stages of cell. Here I am highlighting cells. Parent cell giving rise to daughter cell growing somewhat extent through growth 1 stage. DNA replication takes place. If DNA replication is very good, without any error, then cell will enter into G2 phase. In G2 phase, cell acquires certain molecules which are very essential for division purpose. If cell do not want to enter into M phase, this cell will be seized as differentiated, which will not divide again. या G2 phase मध्ये decide होतं. This is not topic of our discussion today's lecture. I am highlighting here that S phase is the phase where DNA replication takes place. So here is one checkpoint where pre-initiation of DNA replication stage happens. Means DNA replication takes place in 5 stages. Already I have mentioned this. These 5 stages are DNA replication in eukaryotic cell takes place in 5 stages. नीट लक्ष देऊन ऐका, खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. तुम्ही ऐकलं समजलं तर वेल अँड गुड, नाही ऐकलं नाही समजलं नीट तर तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेम होईल. फर्स्ट स्टेज इज प्री इनिशिएशन. प्री इनिशिएशन ऑफ DNA replication. Then we have second stage, initiation. I am going to talk only about these 2 stages. We have 5 stages which we will discuss in upcoming lecture. So here I am highlighting you that pre-initiation is the first stage which happens not actually in S phase. S phase मध्ये होत नाही. It happens at the margin of G1 phase and S phase. कुठली phase? Pre-initiation. Pre-initiation is a stage in DNA replication which takes place at the margin of G1 and S phase. Pre-initiation is very essential for initiation of DNA replication. Pre-initiation मध्ये तुम्हाला दिसेल की ते सेल DNA replicationला स्टार्ट करण्यासाठी काहीतरी करते. काय करते ते आपण बघू. So I am going to highlight first pre-initiation stage. Here I have written, I will wipe out this which happens at the margin of G1 phase. तुम्हाला मी सांगतो तुम्हाला लिहायचे ते not only for your exam but rest of your competitive examination where you are going to attempt, you will require this information. आज याच्यावर प्रश्न येतो, बाकी काय विचारत नाही कोण तुम्हाला. तुमचं अंडरस्टँडिंग किती आहे हे बघतात. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about first stage, pre-initiation. बरोबर ना? Pre-initiation of DNA replication. Pre-initiation means what? Listen very carefully. This is linear DNA which has 2 ends. In chromosome, if you take that DNA out, you will have 2 ends. This is your linear DNA where you will have multiple ORI region. ORI. Here you may have ORI. इथं असेल ORI. I am going to talk about only one ORI at one time. All ORI will follow same sequence. प्रत्येक ORI चे चित्र काढत बसण्यापेक्षा एकाच ओरिजिन ऑफ रेप्लिकेशनच्या बाबतीत आपण बोलू. We will talk about only one ORI at one time. This will be remain same for each ORI every time. मी सगळ्यांचं एकाच टायमाला काढायला चुकीचं आहे. काय कशाला काढायची गरजच नाही ना. इथं जे होणार आहे तेच इथं होणार आहे. त्यापेक्षा मी एकच ORI बोलतो. Why I am telling you this? Because you have to remember this point that in eukaryotic cell, in eukaryotic DNA, you have multiple ORI. फक्त बोलायची गोष्ट नाही, ते ॲक्च्युअली त्याचं एकाच टायमाला काम चालू असतं. DNA replication in eukaryotic cell is 10 times slower as compared to prokaryotic cell. In prokaryotic DNA replication is 10 times faster as compared to eukaryotic DNA replication. स्पीड जास्त आहे DNA replications. कोणाचं? प्रोकॅरियोटिक सेल्स. यूकॅरियोटिक सेलचं DNA replicationचं स्पीड हे ऑलमोस्ट 125 ते 105 न्यूक्लियोटाइड पर सेकंड आहे. म्हणजे तुम्ही म्हणू शकता की 100-120च्या आसपास ॲव्हरेज न्यूक्लियोटाइड तयार होतात. म्हणजे काय, ओल्ड DNA स्ट्रँडवरती नवीन DNA स्ट्रँड तयार व्हायचं स्पीड 100 न्यूक्लियोटाइड ते 120 न्यूक्लियोटाइड पर सेकंड आहे. आता अंडरस्टँड दिस. यू हॅव ORI region where DNA, I have shown you this line. That does not mean that single stranded DNA I have drawn. This DNA is or should be remain in double stranded structure only. कसं असतं न बोलता बरंच कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं. It is very difficult to teach molecular biology because many things are considered. मराठीत म्हणतात त्याला गृहीत धरणे, की पुढच्याला माहिती असेल, पण पुढच्याला माहिती नसतं ॲक्च्युली की ह्याला काय म्हणायचं. त्यामुळे हा असा DNA काढला की पुढच्याला वाटू शकतं की सिंगल स्टँडर्ड DNAच काढलं आहे का, असं होऊ शकतं ना. सो वी हॅव ORI where DNA is rich. Which base pair should be there at ORI region where you have facilitated initiation of DNA replication would take place? I mean whether this region is rich with AT or GC. Why?
Double bond breaking.
Because AT has double bonds, GC has triple bonds. It is very easy to break double bond as compared to triple bonds. That's why always ORI region are rich with AT. In AT or GC, these A and G are purine, T and C are pyrimidine. One purine is always paired with one pyrimidine. In AT we have 2 hydrogen bonds, in GC you have 3 hydrogen bonds. So you have to remember these points. In previous lecture we have seen that Chargaff's rule, in which that scientist stated that if you know the number of one nucleotide in a stretch of DNA, you can determine number of other nucleotides too. 500 न्यूक्लिओटाईडचा एक DNA स्ट्रँड आहे, 500 न्यूक्लिओटाईडचा, किंवा 250 बेस पेअरचं म्हणलं तर तुम्हाला थोडंसं अजून कन्फ्युजन होईल. हा जर स्ट्रँड 250 बेस पेअरचा असेल, त्याच्यामध्ये C हे 30 असतील, तर A किती असतील असं विचारलं तर तुम्ही काय सांगणार. 250 बेस पेअरचा स्ट्रँड आहे, 250 बेस पेअर म्हणजे 500 250 बेस पेअर स्ट्रँड मीन्स 50 न्यूक्लिओटाइड्स आर देअर, 500 न्यूक्लिओटाइड्स आर देअर. Out of 500 C are 30, that means G should be 30, 30 30 60, 500 minus 60 440, 440 मध्ये AT येणार, A should be equal to T, so 110 A and 110 T. So in this way you have to calculate. कुठं काय लिहायची गरज नाही, तुम्ही डायरेक्ट मनाने काढू शकता. मी काय सांगतो तुम्हाला, आपण प्रवास करतोय मॉलिक्युलर बायोलॉजीचा, मागचं विसरून जाणार तुम्ही, असं व्हायला नको. So this is origin. This origin is recognized by origin recognition complex. This is origin. बरोबर. This is origin which is recognized by one protein. I am going to tell you name of each and every protein in a sequence. So this ORI is determined by ORC. ORI is determined by ORC. So ORI is recognized by ORC, name protein. This ORC is protein, name ORC is given to this protein because this protein's role comes in pre-initiation stage. Pre-initiation stage सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा ORC recognizes origin region, याला ओळखतो तो. When ORC recognizes ORI region, it will bind to it. So now ORC is here. बरोबर. Once ORC binds here, this unique structure is recognized by 2 other proteins. मग ते तुम्हाला असं दिसेल. Every time I will have to draw this structure. Here you have ORC. This structure is recognized by 2 proteins. CDC6 is also one protein, and CDTL4. These are the names of these proteins. You have to remember these names. Are you getting my point? You cannot make any shortcut about names of these proteins. Already it is shortcut. CDC6 and CDTL4. These are the proteins who are known as kinase loading protein or helicase loading protein. Helicase loading protein is their name. Helicase loading protein. They are not helicase protein. What do you mean by helicase? Helicase is having role in breaking of hydrogen bonds. They are not going to break in a hydrogen bond here. They are helicase loading, means they are bringing helicase here. So once you have this structure, two proteins are going to added here, CDC6, CDTL4. So now this structure is there. This is having unique structure which is identified by another protein whose name is MCM. So this structure will look like this. You have ORC, we have MCM, again we have MCM, at the side of CDTL4, CDC6. So these members are there. So this overall structure is known as pre-recognition complex. This overall structure is known as pre-recognition complex, which is our first stage completion or pre-initiation. Pre-recognition complex. Are you getting my point?
MCM protein दोन्ही बाजूला.
Yes, there are many MCM protein. I am showing you two here only. So it is not that जेवढं मी काढले तेवढं तसं नाही. मला हे दाखवायचं तुम्हाला की देर आर मेनी MCM प्रोटीन्स आणि टू डायमेन्शनली यू कॅन शो ओनली टू साईड हिअर. एक इथं नाही दाखवू शकत, त्याच्या पुढं मागं नाही दाखवू शकत. सो यू हॅव टू रिमेंबर दिस. एव्हरीथिंग इज स्टार्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ विच प्रोटीन? Who has started everything? ORC, origin recognition complex. This ORC binds here at ORI, which brings two additional protein, CDC and CDTL4. Because of this overall organization here, MCM comes here. MCM, CDC6, CDTL4, ORC makes together pre-recognition complex. This pre-recognition complex is inactive now, which is developed at the margin of G1 and S phase. So pre-initiation stage takes place at G1 and S phase margin. Here you have to mention in your answer. This is very important. This will make in mind of examiner that you have understood the point. Pre-recognition complex happens or takes place during the margin and which is inactive. Activation of pre-recognition complex takes place in initiation stage, which takes place actually in S phase. Actual DNA replication start during initiation. Actual DNA replication in eukaryote takes place at initiation phase, but that initiation phase is dependent on pre-initiation phase. So I will write here initiation phase. Second phase, initiation of DNA replication. Initiation of DNA replication takes place at S phase only and by the activation of pre-RC. By the activation of pre-RC. Initiation phase, just I have told you that, which takes place actually in S phase by the help of pre-initiation complex, which is still inactive. Pre-initiation complex has been synthesized during margin of G1 and S phase. अँड प्री रिकग्निशन कॉम्प्लेक्स जे आहे, प्री रिकग्निशन कॉम्प्लेक्स विच हॅज बीन सिंथेसाइज्ड ड्युरिंग मार्जिन ऑफ G1 and S phase is inactive, whose activation is responsible for initiation of DNA replication. So activation of pre-RC takes place by kinase. Activation of pre-recognition complex takes place in S phase by kinases, by CDK and DDK. CDK and DDK.
तर काय आहे CDK आणि TTK फुल फॉर्म काय आहे असेल?
हे cyclin dependent kinase proteins we have studied in cell cycle. Do you remember CDK?
एवढं नाही deep. एवढं डीप
हा मी MSc ला शिकवलं होतं नाही का?
आम्ही रिवर्स आलं काय मग वरून ठेवायला.
नाही कुठल्या तरी वर्गात शिकवलं मला, तुम्हाला शिकवलं असतं. CDK are known as cyclin dependent kinase protein and DDK are also a particular protein name start from D on which it is dependent kinase. DDK and CDK are dependent kinase protein. Kinase are those proteins, you have to understand this first. Kinase are these proteins who adds phosphate group on target protein. Kinases are those proteins who adds phosphate group on target protein where pre-recognition complex was inactive, get activated by addition of phosphate group into it. Are you getting my point? What? Pre-recognition complex is one complex which was inactive. Activation of pre-recognition complex takes place by CDK and DDK who are kinase protein. This protein adds phosphate group into target protein. Here their target is pre-recognition complex. There are many proteins inside them. Pre-recognition complex मध्ये खूप प्रोटीन आहेत ना इथं. All these proteins are getting phosphorylated. Phosphorylation means addition of phosphate group. So once phosphate group is added into these proteins, they get activated. Unless and until there is no phosphate group, they are not activated. For example, I would like to tell you that दिवाळीमध्ये तुम्ही रॉकेट लावता, ते रॉकेटमध्ये दारू भरलेली असते, त्याला वात पण असते, तुमच्या खिशात काडी पिटी आहे, ते रॉकेट जाते का वरती? नाही जात. का नाही जात? हां, पण तुम्ही जसे वात पेटवल्यावरती जाते तसं इथं फॉस्फेट ग्रुप लावल्यावरती हालचाल करते, त्याशिवाय नाही करत. देर आर रिझन बिहाइंड दिस. Phosphate adds negativity into that protein. So charge interaction takes place. There are many factors responsible for activation. Phosphorylation is key factor. Phosphorylation करणाऱ्या प्रत्येक प्रोटीनला कायनेस फॅमिलीमध्ये इन्क्लूड केलेलं आहे. यू हॅव टू रिमेंबर दिस. तुमच्या कपाळावर लिहून ठेवा. कायनेज म्हणजे फॉस्फेट ॲड करणारे. मराठीत लिहून ठेवा वाटल्यास. कायनेज includes those enzymes who add phosphate into target enzyme. Kinases are those enzymes who add phosphate into target enzyme. Kinases are those enzymes who add phosphate into target enzyme. Here kinases example दिले त्यांनी. Kinase कुठले? CDK and DDK. This CDK and DDK add phosphate into pre-recognition complex and leads into activation of pre-recognition complex. Not only they add phosphate group into pre-recognition complex, फक्त pre-recognition complex मध्ये phosphate group add करत नाही CDK and DDK. They add phosphate group into other proteins and leads their activation. Means pre-recognition complex plus other proteins are getting activated. Are you getting my point? So there are many targets of CDK, DDK. Pre-recognition complex is one target. Along with pre-recognition complex, they have other targets. So these other proteins are mainly DNA polymerase. आलं लक्षात तुमच्या. बघा किती सिक्वेन्सनी आपले. फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्री रिकग्निशन कॉम्प्लेक्स विच वॉज इनॅक्टिव्ह विच टेक्स प्लेस इन प्री इनिशिएशन. नाव इन इनिशिएशन दिस प्री recognition complex is getting activated. Along with pre recognition complex, DNA polymerase is also getting activated by kinase protein. So DNA polymerase are of different type: eta, delta, alpha, beta, gamma. Are 5 major DNA polymerases out of 15 DNA polymerases. तुम्ही म्हणसान काय म्हणताय तुम्ही? DNA polymerase एकच एन्झाईम नाही. There are 15 types of DNA polymerases occurs in eukaryotic cell. Are you getting my point? 15 DNA polymerases are there. Out of them you have to remember 5 DNA polymerases. In initiation stage only 3 DNA polymerases works. In initiation stage initiation stage only 3 DNA polymerase works. In initiation stage only 3 DNA polymerases works, namely eta, delta and alpha. Got it? So interestingly in S phase we have our DNA who is ready for replication, on which we have ORI sequence, on which ORC is present. Along with the ORC we have CDC6, CDTL4, MCM. All these proteins are phosphorylated. I have to highlight them with which is an indication of activation. Now on this complex, first DNA polymerase will come whose name is, पहिलं काय सांगितलं तुम्हाला मी, eta. Eta DNA polymerase will come. Another DNA polymerase will come whose name is delta DNA polymerase will come. Third and most important DNA polymerase comes here whose name is alpha. This alpha DNA polymerase also known as DNA primase. DNA primase. Alpha DNA polymerase known as primase. Known as primase. So according to previous lecture knowledge, tell me role of primase in DNA replication. DNA replication birational. DNA polymerase perform DNA replication. DNA polymerase adds nucleotide on old strand and produces new strand. So स्टार्टिंगचा जो पॉईंट आहे तो प्रायमर असतो, तो प्रायमर बनवायला लागतो याच्या मदतीने. अल्फा DNA लक्षात आहे ना तुमच्या? पाठीमागच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण बॅक्टेरियामध्ये कुठले एन्झाईम काम करत आहे? RNA प्रायमेज. इथं अल्फा DNA पॉलिमरेज काम करते प्रायमर बनवायचं. अँड दिस प्रायमर इज इन RNA फॉर्म. Okay, primase enzyme adds short fragment of RNA to initiate DNA replication. This is the end of initiation stage. सुरू झाले, पुढे नाही गेला अजून. पुढे जायला elongation म्हणतो आपण. ते elongation आपण पुढच्या लेक्चरला बघू. So in next lecture we will discuss about how elongation further takes place, how termination takes place, how telomerase reaction takes place. कारण it is having two ends. हे कुठंतरी कसं असतं, सर्कलर DNA असेल तर सोपं आहे, सर्कल असं सोपं आहे, पण एंड असतील तर त्यांना एंड व्यवस्थित क्रिएट करणं अवघड प्रोसेस आहे. आलं लक्षात? एक कन्सेप्ट आहे सायन्समध्ये, एजिंग. तुम्ही म्हातारे का होता? वाय यू गेट ओल्ड? older and older day by day. What is the reason? There are many hypotheses are given. First, a hypothesis was due to mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondria has its own DNA and where respiration reaction takes place. ऑक्सिजन तुम्ही जो घेता त्याचे रिॲक्टिव्ह मॉलिक्यूल किंवा रिॲक्टिव्ह ऑक्सिजन स्पीसीज तयार होतात आणि हे त्या मायटोकॉन्ड्रियाच्या DNA ला डॅमेज करतात आणि मग तुम्ही म्हातारे होता. मग तुम्ही माणसाला मग ऑक्सिजनच घ्यायला नको घेऊ. म्हणजे लाईफ कशी कनेक्टेड आहे बघा. अनदर हायपोथेसिस इज देअर. आता कसं आहे, मग अँटीऑक्सिडंट जे तुम्ही घेतले, अँटीऑक्सिडंट रिच फूड जर तुम्ही खाल्लं तर एजिंग स्लो होतं. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ ते खरं आहे. अँटीऑक्सिडंट आर दोज मॉलिक्यूल हू स्टॅबिलायझेस रिॲक्टिव्ह ऑक्सिजन स्पीसीज. समजतं की मी काय म्हणतो. दुसरा हायपोथेसिस असं आहे की क्रोमोझोमचे टिलोमियर हे शॉर्ट होत जातात रेप्लिकेशन होऊन. आफ्टर ईच राऊंड ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन DNA length get reduces because telomere replication is one of the most critical point in discussion of replication. Telomere म्हणजे end of chromosomes replication is not easy task. In circular DNA there are no telomeres, that's why it is easy. In linear chromosome, in eukaryotic organisms, you and me have linear chromosome in which telomere replication is difficult. So the reduction in size of chromosome takes place after each round of replication which result into the death of organism. म्हणून म्हातारा होत जातं. There are theories in science. Whatever you cannot prove is wrong should be considered as correct. जे तुम्ही सिद्ध करू शकत नाही खोटं आहे ते तुम्हाला खरं मानावं लागतं. तुम्हाला दाखवायचं असं नाही खोटं आहे तर तुम्ही सिद्ध करा. यूज युअर मॉलिक्युलर अँड जेनेटिक्स नॉलेज.
साईज कंट्रोल केली तर
चांगलीच गोष्ट आहे ना ती. मग तुम्हाला त्यासाठी तेवढा अभ्यास केला पाहिजे ना. बिकॉज इन यूकॅरियोटिक सेल यू हॅव हिस्टोन प्रोटीन्स इन क्रोमोझोम विच आर ऑफ हॅव्हिंग ऑक्टामर. 4 different histone proteins are there. So you have to understand each and every aspect of chromosome with respect to their function. काय अवघड नाही त्यात. तुम्ही आज तुम्ही जे मोबाईल हातामध्ये ऑपरेट करताय हे 50 वर्षापूर्वी कोणी म्हणलं असतं तर खोटं वाटलं असतं. आज तर किती सोपी गोष्ट आहे. 50 वर्षानंतर वेगळा काळ असेल काहीतरी. आलं लक्षात तुमच्या. कोण असणार आहे 50 वर्षानंतर टॅलेंटेड? तुम्ही असणार आहे. आज तुमचं वय 20 आहे, 50 वर्षांनी तुम्ही 70चे असणार आहे. आम्ही तर नसणार. आलं लक्षात माझ्या काय म्हणायचं. असतो तर बरं आहे. सो इट्स इन युअर हँड, इन युअर जनरेशन टू मेक गुड फ्युचर. सो टेक इट सिरियसली अकॉर्डिंग टू युअर प्रोफेशन अँड करिअर पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू, नॉट फॉर ओनली मार्क्स पॉईंट ऑफ व्ह्यू. हेच मी तुम्हाला कायम सांगत आलो आहे. So with this I will stop here with pre-initiation and initiation. In next lecture we will discuss about remaining points. If you have any query, मला विचारा. तुम्हाला काढायचं असेल तर काढून घ्या.